Greetings! In this video I'm going to provide some playing recommendations for the Minuet in G found on page 84 of the Christopher Parkening Classical Guitar Method Volume 1. This piece sounds lovely fast or slow. That is usually the nature of the music of Bach, which is wonderful. If you're able to play it with a sense of 1 instead of 3, so 3 would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In 1, it's more of a 1, 1, something like that. But you really have to be able to cook through it nice and fast and accurately, which is challenging on this piece. But if you do want to up your speed, here's a couple of pieces of advice on how to really command that technique. One issue that comes up with this piece is we have very contrapuntal passages. I have a bass line moving around and I have things happening in the melody. It's basically a study in two voices. What we need to do is bear in mind that we can only have our fingertips going in nice and straight in one region of the guitar. So for example, here in the treble strings I can go straight in, here in the middle I can go straight in, here in the bass I can go straight in. But I can't go straight in the bass and then somehow reach in my pinky and go straight in also, unless I do some crazy angle. And what I'd encourage you to do is be willing to sacrifice the bass strings for the treble strings. So if I'm in the treble strings, I can go straight in and I can reach up and grab a bass string with either a tip at a diagonal angle or with a pad. But I can't do the bass strings and then reach back and get a good command of these upper strings, except maybe a bar. So for example, in this first measure, the very first two notes, I have a D in the melody and a G in the bass. Instead of doing fingertips on both of them, I would encourage you to just keep your hand nice and low, keep these fingers close to the treble strings, and just flat finger that G. So pinky is nice and curled, staying really close to the strings. This middle finger is so long that grabbing this B is pretty easy. I would encourage you, I found that I have the best results if I do a flat finger on this C and still stay nice and low. I have to be intentional to push with my pinky, not curl. If I curl, it grabs G. If I push, it grabs D. And push here. Don't worry too much about getting on the tip of that pointer. Just grab that B. And so on. It's a tricky skill to get the hang of, but once you get used to it, it might clear up a lot of issues that you could be having with your technique. If you want to get a little accent on there, then you can D, C, I'm going to press B, and I'm going to flat finger and just hammer, pull, and so on. If we can keep our hand securely anchored where it's easy for my treble strings, then we can get used to just coming in and grabbing those bass notes. So I'd encourage you to practice that and let me know if that was helpful to you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope these videos are helpful, and if they are, I would encourage you to like and subscribe. It'll help more people to find them. God bless and good luck.